Welcome to Precious Pips. I hope all of you are doing good. So let's get started with our analysis. So it's a brand new month, August month, and today is the first trading day of this month. Okay, so today is 3rd of August, and today we have the US dollar news event, ISM manufacturing PMI, which is a red folder, high impact news event. Okay, traders. So overall, today's US session is going to be very important. So let's have a look at the world news events. So traders, you can see over here, Trump once again threatens massive escalation against Tehran. Okay, so US Iran war is still ongoing and is a very key factor when trading gold. All right, traders. So nothing else. So here you can see, traders, 9 hours ago, I think there is a deal on Hormuz. Okay, so keep an eye on this. All right, traders. So now let's move on to our charts. Okay, so first thing first. So you already know, traders. First, I'll be explaining you the market structure, and I always say market structure is very important, and market structure is the only mechanical strategy that will always work in the market. All right, traders. So what's happening over here? So let me move on to the weekly time frame, and let me show you once what's happening over here. So traders, if you see in the weekly time frame, so we have this big move. Okay, so we have this big move towards up. Okay, so this is our main structure, right? So this is our main structure, and I've already marked this main structure, and this is our all-time high. So you already know 5602, and this is our all-time high. So this is our higher high, and this is our higher low. Okay, market is in uptrend. This is in the weekly time frame. All right, so you just remember this blue lines. Okay, so now let's move on to the daily time frame, so you will understand much better. All right, traders. So within that weekly range, within that weekly bullish move, we have some daily bullish structure as well. Okay, so these are the two bullish structures, right? So this is it. And rest traders, within that daily structure, okay, I have already marked the 4 hour structure in the red box. Okay, so you can see like this, and I'll be deleting this all the 15 minutes market structure, all the 15 minutes markings. Okay, so you can see it better. So in the next video, I'll make sure I'll delete this everything and make it neat and clean. All right, traders. So you see, traders, this was our first down move. Okay, so breaking the structure inside the daily time frame, and the retracement and the continuation. Okay, so again the retracement and the continuation. So here you see, traders, again there's a retracement, again there's a continuation. Okay, again there's a retracement, again there is a continuation, and now I want market to again go down from here. Okay, so now why this is our view, so I'll explain you in a while. Okay, so now you understood the market structure, and you can see, traders, market is exactly following this structure, and market is retracing from the 50%, 60% magic levels, fib levels. Okay, so market is constantly taking resistance from this level. Okay, traders, so now let's move on to our main chart over here. So market structure you understood. All right, traders, so let's move on to the daily time frame, and I've already shown you, traders, over here. You can see, let me show you here. Okay, so on this chart PP1, so I'll be drawing the supply and demand. Okay, traders, so please watch the full video, traders, and only traders, if you want to be profitable, watch my full video, and please join our Telegram channel. All right, traders, so only if you want to be profitable, so watch the full video, traders. So here you can see, traders, this was the whole up move. Okay, so this was the whole up move. So now here you can see, traders, this is our main liquidity. Okay, so in my previous analysis also I've explained you, and also I update on Telegram as well. Okay, so last month I just met with an accident, guys, so sorry for the inconvenience caused by me. Okay, so you see, traders, all the buyers, all the aggressive buyers, they have stop losses here. Okay, so my point is, until and unless market don't take out these stop losses, market will not continue. Okay, so that is why I am waiting for this liquidity hunt. And if you move on to the monthly time frame, I have already explained you, we have a huge FVG lying around this range. Okay, so this is a big FVG over here, and I'll keep this as black. Okay, traders, this is a big FVG. So what's going to happen? So market will be coming down, taking the daily liquidity and tapping into the FVG as well, into the monthly FVG, and then the market can continue a new uptrend. Okay, targeting the all-time high, which is 5602. All right, traders, you understood. So liquidity marking is very important. Okay, so make sure you mark this big liquidity pool. This is a massive liquidity pool, and we have the monthly time FVG as well. Okay, so we have two confluences over here. All right, traders. So now let's mark our supply and demand. Okay, traders. So same thing I'll be doing over here. So first, let me mark the liquidity so that I know the exact price. Okay, so it's done. So let's move on to the monthly time frame over here, and let's have a look at the candle. So traders, you can see over here, so we got a huge red candle, and now you can see traders, some buyers were involved in this range. Okay, but you can clearly see sellers overtook the buyers. Okay, so first buyers tried to enter in this candle, but all of a sudden sellers entered aggressively. Okay, so this candle is green, but we cannot mention this as buy bullish candle. Okay, so there's all sellers involved in here, so you can see the pressure is towards downside. Okay, traders, so what we are going to do, we are going to mark the high and low of this candle, because this is a weekly range, which is very important. Okay, so this is the monthly high. So same way, we're going to mark the monthly low. Okay, traders, so we always have that range. So this is the monthly low, ML. Okay, so you can just understand monthly high, monthly low. Okay, this is monthly candle. So let's move on to the weekly candle here. And what's happening with the weekly candle? So as I already mentioned, traders, so you can see traders, buyers tried to push, but sellers entered. Okay, but what happened? Sellers entered. So now you see, still these buyers are active. Okay, still these buyers are active, right? So this becomes a liquidity for us. Let me mark this liquidity as well over here. Okay, and this becomes a liquidity for us. Okay, traders, so you can see, and this is also the daily liquidity, which I have already shown you. Okay, which is this one, right? So now you see, traders, these are the buyers. Okay, they are still not liquidated yet, and we have the major liquidity pool. All right, traders, so this is clear. So now let's quickly mark the weekly. So weekly candle will keep this as purple. Okay, traders, so this is weekly high. I'm talking about the previous week. Okay, so don't get confused. This is previous week and previous month. So this is weekly low. All right, traders, so this is done. So let's move on to the daily time frame. All right, traders, so you can see, traders, market pushed, and now market is coming downside. Okay, so we have the weekly low. So market will be first targeting the weekly low, then the monthly low, and then the market will be targeting the liquidity pull down below. Okay, so let's quickly map out our daily level, which we will be marking this as, let's go with green, not a problem. Okay, so this is the daily high. Okay, this is our daily high. Let's mark the daily low as well. This is the daily low. So daily low also done. All right, traders, so now you see, traders, how I simply mark the monthly, previous month, previous week, and previous day candle, and I already got some range. Okay, so whatever analysis we have to do, we have to do in this range. Okay, so rest, this is a daily candles, this is a daily candle. Okay, so this is daily chart. So you can see, traders, rest, this is all unnecessary for me as of now. For us, this is all unnecessary. Okay, so don't waste your time. only do your analysis in this part. All right, traders. So now let's mark some supply and demand if there is anything. Okay, traders. So you can see, traders, here market formed an engulfing candle. Okay, so market is showing a good resistance. Market has created a beautiful resistance zone in here. Okay, so we definitely have to mark that zone. So quickly, let's mark the zone. Boom. So let me mark this zone quickly. Okay, so this is the overall zone, traders. Let me mark this like this, and this will be the resistance in the daily time frame. Okay, so this is the daily time frame. I'll keep this 20 so we can see it clearly. Okay, traders, so you understood this is our daily resistance as of now. Okay, so until and unless we don't break past this resistance, don't search for buy opportunity. Okay, traders, don't search for buy opportunity. Now wait, I'll be going deep into this. Okay, so rest one more thing is very, very important. Okay, so I'm gonna draw it here on this chart. So on the daily time frame, traders, I've already shown you there are few trend lines. Okay, so there are few trend lines. So let me draw this for you. So just grab a line tool and draw a trend line like this. So this will be our first connection. Okay, so this is our first point, second point, and we are expecting the third point. Okay, now there's a secondary trend line as well. So this is our secondary trend line. You can see over here. Let me draw it precisely. All right, traders. Sorry, let me draw this precisely. Okay, so both the trend lines, I've plotted both the trend lines. Okay, traders. So this is our primary trend line. This is our secondary trend line. Okay, and you see, traders, market is showing a breakout, but market is unable to continue. There's a reason, guys. There's a reason. Okay, so market is unable to continue. And also last week, I updated you that the market is currently sideways, right? You can see over here. Let me draw this blue. Okay, traders. So last week I have posted a picture on our Telegram channel. So I already told you, traders, market is currently sideways. Okay, so you see, if this trend line was so important, then the market could have created a up move directly from here, breaking this trend line. After breaking this trend line, okay, so you see, traders, market is trapping the buyers. Okay, so what market is doing, you see, gave a breakout, trapped all the buyers. They thought market will go up, market came down. Okay, so all the buyers are thinking that the market will be going up from here. But our point of view is, you already know, traders, until and unless market don't capture this liquidity and filling the FVG below, which I've already shown you in the monthly time frame, market will not go up. Okay, so market works according to the liquidity. All right, traders, so please remember, market always works according to liquidity. Okay, so there's no pattern, there's no guaranteed pattern, there's nothing like that. So no indicator, nothing. Okay, so only market works according to the market structure and liquidity. All right, traders, so this is our analysis, and let's complete this. So let me move on to the 4-hour chart, and let's have a look if we have any supply and demand. So nothing here. And one more thing, I just want to draw this demand. Okay, so there are only two demands now, and we have a minor resistance in this range. So you can see, traders, resistance. So we have a minor resistance in this range. So let me draw that as well. We are almost done, traders, almost done. So so you will be getting beautiful opportunities if you follow my analysis. Okay, so make sure you join our Telegram channel. Link is in the description. All right, traders. So let me mark this. How many pips? 73, 79. Okay. We are gonna go purple one. Okay. I like to draw these levels precise. Okay, traders. All right. So you see, traders, this is our 1 hour resistance. Okay. So, in confluence with this one. Okay. So let me draw this thing and I'll explain you each and everything. So let me draw this one. How many pips? 20, 27. Okay. So we are going to go with the purple one. Okay, traders. So this is done. This is green. Okay. So this is hourly. So as I'm marking, traders, so you mark exactly. Okay. So you don't do any changes. So you mark it exactly. Okay. So all the levels you can see over here. Okay. So you can see, you can follow these levels. Okay. So very, very simple. You can follow these levels and you can mark it precisely on your chart. Okay. So let me move on to the 4 hour time frame and let me show you in detail what's happening. Okay. Now traders, you can see over here. Now traders, you can see over here, I've already shown you the resistance in the daily time frame. We'll keep this small like this. Okay. So now traders, you see here we have a resistance in the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So only if we are able to break past this resistance, then we have opportunity until this level, that is 4098 to 4100, 4100. Consider this as 4100. Okay. And in the worst case scenario, market can go and liquidate this because we have the daily high, we have the weekly high. Okay. So you have to collect the evidence. Okay. So the more evidence you have, so better trading opportunities we will be getting. Okay, traders. So we have the weekly high, we have the daily high. So both the highs are here. So what market can do is, if market wants to go and liquidate these levels, so first market will break the hourly level. Okay, so you follow the hourly level, and if the hourly level is broken, then the market has that power to go and hit this level. Okay, and it's not sure that the market will be liquidating these. Okay, so market can go like this and come down again until this level. Okay, so again market will like this way. Market goes up, breakout, and then again when market comes down to this level. Okay, traders. So this is our analysis, and in the 4 hour time frame, let me show you clearly in the daily time frame so you understand each and everything in detail. So let me show you over here in the daily time frame. So now you see, traders, we have these fresh sellers. Okay, so we have these fresh sellers, so we need to mark the fresh sellers. Okay, so you can see, traders, here we got an extra confluence. Okay, so let's mark these sellers as well, like this. Okay, these are the sellers. Okay, so don't try to connect from the I mean this resistance or this resistance, because we are focusing on these sellers. Okay, traders, we are only focusing on these sellers because we already know buyers are safe below. Okay, traders, so we are only focusing on these sellers. And let me draw the buyers as well. You can see, traders, over here, so these are the buyers and these are the buyers entering into the market. Okay, so in support with these buyers. Okay, so these two buyers are there and these fresh sellers are there, which we want to focus. Okay, so let's mark the buyers as well. So you can see, traders, we get a connection point from this level. Okay, so we get a connection point from this level, so we have buyers like this. Okay, so understood, traders, overall. So you see, traders, these buyers are holding these buyers. Okay, so these buyers are holding these buyers. If these buyers are powerful, so I need a trend line breakout. I need a breakout of this 1 hour level, and then only I'll be targeting this daily resistance. Okay, so that's my only target, right? And for the sell move traders, and for the sell move, I've already told you here we have few levels, so you just mark those levels and you just follow those levels. Okay? Like we have a level over here which is a breakout level and is very, very important. Okay, traders. So sorry for the long video, traders. So I just missed the weekly analysis, so that's why we have to cover everything. Okay, traders. So you can see over here, after the breakout, market tried to continue but failed. Okay, so you can clearly see this was the breakout, and after retracement, market wants to continue but unable to continue and came back below. Okay, and also unable to continue below as well. So again market went up, holding the level, again came down but unable to go down below. Okay, unable to break past this trend line. So took a support from this trend line, again went up, and now we are on this level. Okay, so now we are on this level. So now you see how I made this very, very simple. So now you want to follow these sellers. Once you get a breakout of this trend line and the breakout of this level. Okay, so wait for this level. So there might be a movement like this. This breakout will be fake breakout and market might continue downwards. Okay, so we don't know anything. All right, Twitter. So you wait for the trend line breakout. You wait for this reaction on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour resistance, wait for the reaction on this 1 hour resistance, and once we are breaking this, so after retracement you carry on until this level. Okay, so you have few pips to earn here, 200-300 pips range. So that's the only range for buy side. Okay, there might be a fake move. Remember, there might be a fake move. Okay, and once we got that fake move or resistance from this trend line, so we come down after the breakout of this and the retracement. Remember traders, retracement is very important. Okay, after the retracement we come down until this level. Okay, traders. So whatever update is there, I'll be posting on the Telegram channel first. Okay, traders. So make sure you join our Telegram channel and stay updated, guys. So subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. So you'll be getting regular updates from today onwards. Okay, traders. So I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace out. Join our Telegram channel, traders. So I'll be updating each and everything in the Telegram channel. All right, traders. I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, peace out.